Dear brothers and sisters, I was not the Prime Minister who was afraid of talking to the press.
Dr. Manmohan Singh, the 13th Prime Minister of India and a towering figure in the country's political and economic history, has passed away at the age of 92, leaving behind a legacy that changed the course of India's development. Welcome to TrendxFeed. I'm Mr. Ramson, who's trending now. Let's discover why. Dr. Singh, often hailed as the father of Indian economic reforms, is best known for his crucial role in steering the nation through an economic crisis in 1991, when India was on the brink of defaulting on its international loans. In those challenging times, he took a bold step, dismantling India's protectionist policies and ushering in economic liberalization. His decision to open up the Indian economy to foreign investments, remove trade barriers, and reduce government control over industries sparked a wave of growth and transformation, making India one of the world's fastest-growing economies in the following decades. But Dr. Singh's journey to this defining moment was not without its struggles. Born on September 26, 1932, in Gah, which is now in Pakistan, Singh's early life was shaped by partition, which forced his family to migrate to India. Despite the hardship, Dr. Singh excelled academically, securing a doctorate in economics from Oxford University. He further honed his skills at the prestigious Cambridge University, becoming a globally respected economist. His sharp intellect and deep understanding of economics earned him several key positions in the Indian government, before he became the finance minister in 1991, under Prime Minister P.V. Narasimha Rao. Dr. Singh's leadership during the 1991 economic crisis was nothing short of historic. At a time when India's foreign reserves had dipped dangerously low, Singh's vision led to the introduction of sweeping reforms that not only revived the country's economy, but also integrated India more closely with the global market. These reforms included the liberalization of the Indian economy, which saw a reduction in taxes, a boost in industrial output, and a significant expansion in India's technological and service sectors. His economic policies helped lay the foundation for the middle class to flourish, leading to the rapid expansion of industries like IT and telecom, which would later become pillars of India's modern economy. Following his tenure as finance minister, Dr. Singh continued to serve India in various capacities, and eventually became the Prime Minister in 2004, serving 2 consecutive terms until 2014. As Prime Minister, Dr. Singh was known for his calm demeanor, strategic thinking, and global outlook. He was instrumental in strengthening India's relations with countries across the world, notably the United States. One of his most significant achievements as Prime Minister was the landmark Indo-US nuclear deal in 2008, which brought India into the global nuclear mainstream and boosted its international standing. His government also pushed for critical reforms in health and education, such as the Right to Education Act, which made education free and compulsory for children aged 6 to 14. However, Dr. Singh's tenure was not without its share of controversies. Despite his impeccable credentials and policies that transformed India's economy, he faced criticism for his perceived lack of political assertiveness. His critics often accused him of being a puppet prime minister, especially as he served under the leadership of the Congress Party, which was led by Sonia Gandhi during his tenure. His administration also grappled with corruption scandals, most notably the 2G spectrum case and coal block allocation controversy, which raised questions about the effectiveness of his leadership. Despite these challenges, Dr. Singh remained steadfast and focused on the long-term vision of India's development. His ability to navigate the complexities of Indian politics while keeping the country's economic growth on track earned him respect from leaders across the world, from the United States to China. His calm and composed leadership, particularly during moments of international tension, such as the 2008 Mumbai attacks, were widely admired. Dr. Singh's personal life was as remarkable as his political career. A man of few words, and even fewer public appearances, he preferred to stay out of the spotlight, choosing instead to focus on the work at hand. Yet, his humility and wisdom made him a beloved figure, respected by politicians across party lines. His memoirs, especially The Accidental Prime Minister, revealed a man who always had India's best interests at heart, even when his policies and decisions were under immense scrutiny. In the later years of his life, Dr. Singh continued to remain active in public life, speaking out on issues close to his heart, particularly those concerning India's economy, social justice, and international relations. His farewell from politics in 2014 marked the end of an era, but his legacy continues to shape India today, with his reforms and leadership influencing the direction of the country. Dr. Singh's passing is a profound moment for India and the world, a reminder of the transformative power of leadership and vision. His story is one of resilience, intellect, and unshakable dedication to the nation he loved. He will forever be remembered as the man who steered India through its most challenging economic crisis and helped turn it into a global powerhouse. From all of us at TrendxFeed, thank you, Dr. Manmohan Singh, for your unparalleled contributions to India and the world, and for proving that great leaders don't need to be in the spotlight to make an impact. Don't want to miss out on who's trending next? Hit subscribe and follow TrendxFeed.
Former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh passed away at the age of 92 in Delhi on December 26, 2024. This came after Singh was admitted on Thursday evening as his health deteriorated. A scholar and statesman, the former Prime Minister leaves behind a legacy that will continue to inspire future generations of leaders. A towering figure in the history of modern India, Dr. Singh was known for his calm demeanor, sharp intellect, and transformative role in shaping the nation's economic landscape. Dr. Singh, who, as India's Prime Minister for 2 terms, left an indelible mark on the nation. Born on September 26, 1932, in Gar, now in Pakistan, Manmohan Singh's journey to the heart of India's political and economic leadership is nothing short of remarkable. His academic brilliance took him from the halls of Cambridge and Oxford to the highest offices of India, where he shaped the nation's future with visionary leadership. Armed with this formidable education, after he returned to India, he served as a lecturer of economics at Punjab University and later as reader and professor for a while before the central government appointed him as advisor to the Ministry of Foreign Trade. As the finance minister, he spearheaded groundbreaking reforms that transformed India from a closed, socialist economy into one of the fastest-growing economies in the world. India's fiscal deficit and balance of payments deficit were ominously high, and the country's forex reserves were barely enough for a couple of weeks of imports. The situation was so dire that the government even resorted to IMF assistance. One of the most dramatic actions taken by the government was the pledge of India's gold reserves. The 1991 crisis and the subsequent reforms, often seen as a turning point in India's economic history. Despite the challenges, he reshaped India's economy and emerged as the architect of India's economic liberalization. His bold economic reforms, including the opening up of markets and the push for privatization, transformed India into one of the fastest-growing economies in the world. Dr. Singh's calm demeanor, pragmatism, and ability to build consensus earned him respect from world leaders. His contributions were recognized worldwide, with numerous international honors and accolades. He was named among Time magazine's 100 most influential people, and his leadership was lauded in various international circles. On December 26, 2024, he left behind a nation forever indebted to his service, a country that will forever remember the man who transformed its economy. In his passing, we mourn not just the loss of a great leader, but the passing of a man who embodied all that was good in public service and who always placed the country before himself.